Welcome to the Scott Townsend Show, brought to you by Dietzo Man Productions.
Hey, this is Scott Townsend, and thanks for joining the Scott Townsend Show. Today is my 29th episode in the 30-day podcast challenge. This one and one more to go. But it's been fun at times and a pain in the butt in others. I remember reading somewhere where Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live said they don't go on at 11:30 at night because they're ready. They go on at 11:30 because it's 11:30. And that's kind of the attitude I had to take with this daily podcasting was I don't do it because I'm ready. I do it because it's time to do it. And just do the best you can with it. And there's something to be said for quantity and learning how to use the tools, the editing, the software, forming your thoughts, how you speak, practicing speaking without saying and doing that noise. And so it's been a lot of fun, but it's also been very kind of stressful, actually. Today, I wanted to talk about the book that I just finished reading this morning. Here it is. We Need to Hang Out by Billy Baker. And I hope to have Billy on the show sometime. I invited him to be a guest, so we'll see how that goes. But We Need to Hang Out, a memoir of making friends. It's a book about how guys need friendships, and guys you would think have friends, and of course they do. Of course we do, but we get so busy with our work and our families, getting kids to practices and schoolwork and ready for bed, and then the weekends and just blah blah blah. And so the Surgeon General, actually inside the jacket cover, it talks about almost 50 million Americans over the age of 45, especially men, suffer from chronic loneliness, which the Surgeon General has declared one of the nation's greatest pathologies, worse than smoking, obesity, or heart disease, in increasing a person's risk for premature death. So Billy Baker goes into he was assigned this article that he was to write about the men and loneliness, what happened to all our friends. And he writes a lot of, he comes up with some compelling arguments on why we've lost our friends, why we don't keep our friends, and what we need to do to take care of our friends. And that's really the one thing. I was talking to Eric Rostad yesterday about reading, and he said he likes to try to pull one thing from a book. What's the one thing you remember? And I would have to say that the one thing I pull out of We Need to Hang Out is we need to take care of our friends and take care of that relationship and be make ourselves vulnerable to each other, not to be try to be so isolated and macho and superhero save the day, but that we, in our own way, in our own male way, need to have friendships. One thing I remember, he said they found out that women tend to speak face to face, where men communicate shoulder to shoulder. Thought that was interesting. And if you're going to have a weekly thing to do or a monthly thing to do, guys need a place to do it, a time to do it, and something to do once you get there. I thought that was interesting. In Australia, they have the Man Shed program, where it's one of the most successful programs for men in the world, and they just have these, I don't know, I guess sheds, barns, whatever, and they have a set time that they show up, and they've got some kind of project that they work on. And so in the midst of all the work that they're doing, they can talk and argue and laugh and drink beer and have a good time. So anyway, it was during this pandemic, we've all been isolated and quarantined and inside our studios or our offices at home. And we haven't seen much of each other, some more than others, depending on where you live. And so people are finding themselves more lonely, and it's a great health risk, actually. I would recommend reading the book and finding out what needs to happen to cultivate friendships, keep your friendships, and stay in contact with people. There's a lot of ways to do that. I think birthday cards are good. I also think that Christmas cards, people don't send Christmas cards much anymore. I like sending them because it helps stay in touch. I don't belong to a bowling league. I don't play poker. I really don't actually physically have much of an opportunity to get around guys. I do have a group of friends that we go out to lunch like once every 2 weeks. There's the three of us there, so that's good. Other than that, though, I have some other friends that I go out to lunch with, but nothing in the evening, no breakfasts, no sporting events, no trivia games at the bar. The men's night at the church is a little too touchy-feely for me. So I'm the reason why I'm not connecting, and I need to fix that. So it's given me things to think about. So the book is We Need to Hang Out with Billy Baker. If you've read it, let me know what you thought. If you're looking to read it, I'll put the show notes. I'll put the link in the show notes below. And so that's it. Day 29 of my 30-day podcast challenge. If you like this podcast, subscribe, like, share, write a review. If you are on YouTube watching, you can, I invite you to subscribe, like, share, join the conversation, and let me know what you think about the program and the topics that I get onto. And also, if you have guest requests, if you have somebody you think you'd like to see on the show, let me know. I'll see what I can do. You can also listen to the podcast on your smart speaker. Just say, hey, Alexa, play the Scott Townsend Show, and it'll start playing, which I think is really cool. Don't forget to avail yourself to the merchandising link in the show notes below. You can get a coffee mug, you can get a t-shirt, you can get all kinds of cool stuff. Is that it? I think that's it. Yep, I guess that's it. So thanks for joining, listening, watching, being a part of the Scott Townsend Show tribe. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
The Scott Townsend Show is a Dietzo Man production. For more episodes, visit the Scott Townsend Show YouTube channel, listen on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.